Let go.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to Two Guys, a Girl, on a Podcast, a sub show of What Kind of Black Nerdcast is this? It's the ones you love that are here. The ones you also love, they're not here. With me, as always, is Garth. Oh, no, Zero is not here. So we'll go on to JayTezla. JayTezla, say hi to the people.
Ho, 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 motherfuckers.
Wow.
Fitting. And lastly, I'm not going to say next because it's only three of us. So lastly, the festive one because she has on the red sexy specs, you know. For those of you who are listening to the podcast version of this, be glad you're listening to the podcast version so you can see that.
Exactly.
Black Girl Marvel, how are you?
I'm doing peachy, feeling heavenly.
She's taking over the role of Lou as the high one.
Just happy to be here, guys, and Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Always a good one. Well, we're going to talk about some of our favorite holiday movies because we don't typically do a theme podcast because for some reason we never think of that. We've done one for Halloween, and we've let every other holiday just pass us by. So we're going to make sure we do one for Christmas. So we're going to give our favorite holiday film, and we're going to try to defend, or in Tesla's case, tear down a beloved holiday film and whether we think it qualifies as a Christmas movie. So, as we are ones to do, we are gentlemen, if nothing else, on this podcast. Black Girl Marvel, the floor is yours. What is your favorite holiday movie?
Favorite holiday movie? Okay, so I have so many. And I really don't want to pick one at all. But the one I will pick is the one that I've watched recently, and that is Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn and Paul Giamatti.
I'm the Rhino.
Stop it. This is a spoiler alert. I think we're gonna be ruining like movies and stuff if you haven't seen them already.
These are holiday movies too, so if you don't watch them but once a year, so if you still haven't seen some of these, that's on you.
Exactly.
You got a whole 2 weeks to be watching them shits, fam.
I think this movie came out. I don't know why I want to say 2009. I could be wrong. I'm not gonna go look it up, but it was not. I don't think it's like maybe like this last decade or something like that. So somewhere in this last
2007.
decade. 7. I was so close. Went too far off. Stop it. And it's about. It starts off with being about, oh snap! Somebody else popped into the show.
We've been invaded.
This motherfucker literally for a holiday.
We've been invaded. He's sus.
Christmas.
That's the perfect setting for.
It literally has a fucking Christmas tree in the background.
That is so great.
Yeah, okay. Season's greetings, nigga.
Is that TV?
Yeah.
No, don't mind all this.
It's a Toshiba. It's a Toshiba.
Y'all don't see that. Yeah.
It's a Toshiba.
So what's popping? What I miss?
I was just telling
motherfucker.
My favorite Christmas
The intro. Y'all niggas just started?
time. Yeah.
I just jumped on about 10-15 minutes ago.
I jumped on earlier than that. We've been sitting here for a minute. Don't come at me like that.
Yeah, man.
She's talking about her glasses.
It's like
and how
30
high she
minutes.
Was. You know how she is.
I've been here.
All right. Okay. What's up? You know.
So live talking about her favorite.
I just want to say, my big sis, she is looking for suitors, but you gotta come correct.
He's so irritating.
You gotta come correct. Don't be just waving at her on the message boards. Say something.
I'm dead.
It's an inside joke. You gotta know what I'm talking about. You gotta know what
he's talking about.
You gotta know what I'm talking about. Because when I saw it, I was like, damn, that nigga direct. So
we're gonna have a conversation offline, but I don't know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. It's probably funny as fuck. So, Lyle, what were you saying about your favorite Christmas movie?
Okay, so I said one of my favorite Christmas movies. I really don't want to pick is Fred Claus with Vince Vaughn and Paul Giamatti. It's the story of Santa Claus's brother, Fred Claus, played by Vince Vaughn. But it's one of those movies where it's like you wouldn't put somebody like Vince Vaughn and Paul Giamatti together. Like you wouldn't think those two caliber of actors, like their caliber doesn't like mix, but it lends itself to be such a, not only funny, but like poignant, like heartfelt film, like about
you cried at the end, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It's so good. And then I probably shouldn't say his name, but I'm going to say his name. This is before the whole scandal and stuff came up. Kevin Spacey is in this film.
Hey, I was just bullshitting.
Yeah.
I was just bullshitting. You said scandal,
Yeah,
like
so
Kevin Spacey.
or Weinstein. So you know,
anybody.
the field was limited. The field was limited.
It really.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Kevin Spacey's in this film, and I always like laugh at this because his character, spoiler alert, likes, you find out like later on in the film, like a very heartfelt, like one of my favorite scenes of the film, that he's mad at Santa Claus because Santa Claus didn't bring him a Superman cape. And I was just like, Lex Luthor wanted a Superman cape. I was like, I just thought that was like super great, but it's a whole thing, and he gets into it with Santa. I love this movie so much; it's so good. And like Kayos said, I did cry at the end because when you strip away everything, it's just like two brothers treated differently by their families, trying to like just be family. It was so good. Also, Rachel Weisz is in this. Ooh. Kathy Bates. I'm telling you, it's a weird group of people, but came out an awesome film. So,
yeah. All right.
So we'll jump to Zero next. Zero, welcome. What is your favorite holiday movie?
Okay, so what did I got live? So what did you say?
Nobody. You're second.
Oh, I'm second.
Yes.
Oh, the pressure's on.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say a movie I bet you guys didn't think I was gonna say, and I'm gonna say The Preacher's Wife.
I
was just thinking,
I legit thought he was going to say someone with Medea. I thought like he'd be that much of an asshole with Medea.
We have recently watched the Medea Christmas one. It's all right. It's not the best, but it's
really
all right.
What?
Wait,
it's not as funny as the funeral or the Halloween ones. But,
Medea's Christmas holiday special reunion shit.
No, I don't know. It's a different one. It got Tika Sumpter in it and
as they
some
always
other
have.
folks. But The Preacher's Wife. It got it's an all-star cast of Black excellence in this movie.
Oh yeah, it is in that movie. That's a good movie. I used to watch that every Christmas. Oh my god.
Yeah, I remember vividly.
Which one is that? I mean, they all literally just start to meld together. But which one is the Medea?
This is the one where Denzel Washington comes to Earth. He is an
angel. I know that. I thought you were talking about the Medea one, the Preacher's Wife. Yeah, I saw that in theaters. Oh, that's Whitney Houston. I had to go. My mom, of course, had to see that.
Showing your age.
I think I fell asleep on that one too.
Yeah, it got Denzel as Whitney Houston. Courtney B. Vance plays Whitney Houston's husband,
who has still never answered my tweet because I threatened him in the Chick-fil-A parking lot for Angela Bassett's hand, and he's never replied back to me. That was the rules.
He won that one, sir.
What?
Yeah, I tweeted him a while ago when Angela Bassett put that, when everybody thought it was Angela Bassett's daughter, but it was really her, and we're like, there's no way this woman's 62 years old. I tweeted him. I'm like, dude, I will fight you in any Chick-fil-A parking lot of your choosing for her. I don't care. And he's from Detroit too, so he knows what I'm about. But it's okay.
Okay. We love you, Courtney B. Vance. Yeah, but it's an all-star cast. It's one of those movies as I've gotten older.
Miss Jennifer Lewis is also.
Yeah, Jennifer Lewis, Loretta Devine, Gregory Hines, Lionel Richie.
Lionel's in that. I know that.
And dope cast, dope movie. It makes you root for the angel cheating with the wife.
It really
weird,
is.
Even though she has a great husband.
It is. It is weird.
Because
this is like perfection. Oh my god.
Yeah, they cheating. I mean, it's Denzel. So I mean.
But I mean, he's an angel. You know, he's trying to help her.
Not even that. He's just so sweet.
Yeah,
like it's like an effortless. It's what every chick kind of wants. Like an effortless sweet. Like I shouldn't have to tell you. I want you to like open a door for me, or help me take the groceries out, or do this kind of stuff. It's so cute.
Gentlemen, if you're looking to get in Black Girl Marvel's mentions, take notes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's gonna be a Christmas miracle after all.
I hate all you guys.
That's not disrespect. I mean, finding new love is a Christmas miracle. That's not like disrespect.
There's the way you said that. That's just
I know, right? It's fine. You know, I love you.
That was so.
You know my heart. You know my heart.
I do.
I see you trying to match my glasses, though. I see you.
Yeah, she got the Sally Jesse Raphael sexy. No, those are the Millhouse boys because they're red.
Yeah, mine's got a different tint of red, but I see you.
Almost. You don't have the eyebrows.
But yeah, it's a dope movie. Came out in '96. I remember watching it in the van because our van had a TV.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. I was gonna say what happened.
Yeah, our van had a TV. You remember the Looney Tunes commercial for the Caravan and shit? Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't. Was it Daimler or was that another company? Whichever one. I know we had the Chrysler van. We had a Chrysler van, and we had.
My dad had the GMC boy, man, with the captain's chairs.
The Ventura is the Looney Tunes one. But yeah, we had the Daimler Chrysler van. And I remember watching that and the Prince of Egypt, like all the fucking
Prince
time.
Of Egypt.
I hate that movie.
I'm sorry.
I vaguely remember that one.
I'm glad you can I'm glad you can vaguely remember it.
Yeah, it just never stood out for me. That was like that little period where Disney fell off and it was just all about Pixar. Where it was like, okay, I'd rather watch the shit with the better graphics.
So
Prince of Egypt, I love the Prince of Egypt. It was so good. Oh my gosh.
If it wasn't the movie, it was the soundtrack. And mind you,
oh my god.
Mind you, we had a van that had a TV in it with a VCR, so the movie was always on.
Listen, it was Batman. It was Val Kilmer. It was Batman and Voldemort. Ray Fiennes.
Yep.
Was in Egypt.
Val Kilmer was the king of Egypt. Yep.
Damn, that shows I didn't remember what that movie was. That shows that was in one ear and out there.
Val Kilmer was Moses. He played Moses.
Val Kilmer played Moses.
I watched it back then too.
And then they had the big song Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. And
yeah. I remember that now.
Oh yeah.
Yo, this is a star-studded cast. Let me just say the names real quick. This is a star-studded cast. Val Kilmer, Ray Fiennes, Michelle Pfeiffer, Sandra Bullock, Jeff Goldblum, Danny Glover, Patrick Stewart.
I was about to say, ain't no black folks in that class.
Patrick Stewart, Helen Mirren, Steve Martin, Martin Short. Like, dude,
damn. And that shit flopped? Like, damn, man.
The way it was played in my house, it didn't seem like that was a flop.
Like, you never hear nobody talk about it, though. Like, that's not something.
What are you talking about? People still, black folks, I know who talk about the Prince of Egypt. That was in rotation. That was in steady rotation.
Made $218.6 million. That movie, that's back in '98 though. It's a religious movie. People really don't talk about religious films. So
yeah, but that true. I mean, it was fire when I first saw it a couple times, but after that, I was just like, all right, man, I don't want to watch this anymore.
JayTezla, say something good. Like he hit us with the Prince of Egypt, which is an old school one. Hit us with something good.
So my movie that I love for Christmas is Miracle on 34th Street.
Which one?
You said Nightmare on 34th Street?
I said Miracle on 34th Street. I'm fucking joking. I would never pick that whack.
Not the Will Smith's.
I don't know why niggas watch that movie. I think that movie is the most boring shit that ever exists. But that's not my movie. My movie is Home Alone.
Somebody was gonna get it.
Home Alone is ridiculously funny. Like,
wait.
Yes.
Wait. Anybody that watches this normally should know what I'm about to do. You're basic.
You know what? On this one, I will take it because every year I can turn on that movie and feel hyped by myself. You know, that movie is the one movie where I enjoy watching white people get their ass handed to them. I know. I'm basic.
You're basic.
I fought with that. Put basic right here in big bold letters. But no, I don't. That movie is amazing.
I wish Lyle was recording. She'd do it.
It's better than the second one because the second one's kind of meh.
The second one's. I actually think
the second one's plot stupid as hell.
The second one's overrated. The second
one is underrated to me. I love the second one.
The second one is redundant.
The same plot.
It is the same plot. It's the same thing. I still loved it.
Redundant. How did the Sticky Bandits get to New York?
The second one should
exactly.
How did the Sticky Bandits get to New York?
Then you completely take over an entire suite at the Plaza Hotel off of the Talk Boy. Like, really? Like, I had the Talk Boy. Like that shit. I had that damn thing for forever. But
here's the issue
I couldn't take over shit with that.
I love both of them.
The second one's funny.
Come on, man. You say as a black child that my dad is working, and you think they're gonna let you get a room?
No.
I was in the theater watching that like, that shit ain't gonna work. It worked?
No, I was a child. No, I was a child, so I still believe in like
I think that might have been the first time I knew a white privilege was.
That's that Novi talking. That's that Novi talking.
That didn't come my head.
Novi.
I rep Novi. I'm happy that my childhood consists of not knowing about racial issues and being able to live in a bubble for a little bit. I'll take
Novi Convention Center in the house.
My biggest issue with the second one is, okay, your child went through this whole shit where they were stuck in the house by themselves last year. If they're going on a trip, you would think that'd be the first nigga you make sure is right next to you.
But he was with him. He made it to the trip that time.
I'm saying you have his ass handcuffed to you.
That's the one time I wish a child would have been put on a leash. Because that nigga would have got nowhere.
After that movie, they invented child leash.
Ain't no way we go into an airport and there's anywhere I'm losing.
Wasn't the first one supposed to be like a movie that you liked, that you loved?
Yeah, I love the first one. The first one, it's no point about the first one because the first one is so everyone. If you have not seen the first Home Alone movie, then something is wrong with you. Either you are way too young to be watching this.
That is the millennials' favorite film. Like if anybody that's in their 20s, that's probably their favorite one because they.
I would feel the greatest. Like I judge people off what movies they've watched as kids. If you have not seen Home Alone, either one, you were sheltered, or two, you were just a boring motherfucker. Because like you watched Home Alone even when you didn't need to watch Home Alone. Like Home Alone is arguably the greatest kids Christmas movie that exists. What's that movie? A Christmas Story with Ralphie. That movie is mad fucking boring. But
no.
Yeah, it's mad boring. It's mad boring.
Put your eye out.
It's not boring. It's not boring. It is timeless. Every one of us has had a
show it way too much.
We wanted too much so bad, and you knew you weren't gonna get it, and then you got it. Like that is childhood fulfillment right there. But not everybody, but most people have had an annoying ass little sibling that you didn't want to take with you, that your mom may take with you the entire time. If you didn't, then you were probably that sibling. You always,
but the question I
had
have
that teacher that you thought you was cool with, that you really weren't that cool with. That's time.
But the question I have with the movie is this: the movie is set, I believe it's set in Chicago, right? Like,
what? Home Alone?
Home Alone, the first one.
Yeah.
What part of Chicago is that in? Because I've been to Chicago. Ain't no houses like that in Chicago.
That's not Chicago.
It's actually it's a suburb of Chicago. It's not Chicago itself. I think
it's like saying it's like Metro Detroit. It's a suburb.
It's like Novi saying they in Detroit. Okay, got you.
Yeah. So that's like Lago someplace, and she's really from Novi, but she says she's from Detroit. It's kind of like that.
Right. You damn Noviers. You.
No, my thing was
Lala's favorite song is "Welcome to Detroit City." Click, click, boom.
Trick.
Boom squad in this bitch.
No, I always wanted to
run your ass in this bitch.
I actually used to say already that too. Oh, there she goes. This is what you can't think. No, I always wanted to know, and they never said this. And this is actually something I love about just movies and film fans. There's a conspiracy theory that Kevin's dad was actually a mob boss. Because if you look how he dresses like a mobster would have, with the felt coats and the suits. You never knew what he did. They never said what he did, but in the first film, he can afford to take his entire family, including his annoying ass brother, his wife, and their 3 kids, all the way over to France in 1990.
He was
pushing for what a week. Traveling was taking about 12 people overseas.
He was running
with minor kids for over a week, and they had that big ass house to where everybody lived there. And you know that electricity bill was about $800.
No, I think they was just in town. Not everybody lived there. They was just in town.
Remember, they all had their own bedrooms. That's why Kevin had to sleep upstairs.
No, he had to sleep upstairs. He had to sleep upstairs because all the family members were in town.
Right.
They all
came over.
You had enough house for all of that to where they wasn't.
And the older kids wouldn't give up their room, so they wouldn't share with him.
Let's see. That was about 12, 13 people. Yeah, if he wasn't a drug dealer, he was the drug dealer's lawyer.
Let's be real here. We all have lived in houses that have had at least 3 to 4 rooms in them. You make room. I remember my grandmother had a 4-room house and a big ass living room. It went like this. The den was for two older kids. The living room, all the little kids make pallets, sleep your ass right the fuck there. The older adults take the bedrooms. The person that owns the house takes the master bedroom, and whoever else is left gets the basement. That's it.
Think about it. You ain't see nobody sleeping on the floor in the McAllister's house. They had bedrooms to
because they're white.
That was a mansion in the middle of Illinois.
No, I've been somewhere.
That dude had made some. Kevin's dad made some people sleep with the fishes. You can't tell me he did.
I mean, okay, so that would make sense because we never got an explanation of what the father or the mother did, and she seemed like a working woman. She seemed like a housewife. So.
Man, fucking Tony Soprano's wife thought she was working, but Tony was actually supplying that shit.
I mean, that would make
Mr. McAllister was, and you know what? Who's to say McAllister was their real name? Who's to say they weren't in witness protection?
What's funny is I always watch the Cinema Sins on Home Alone, and one of the things that he breaks down as the funniest shit ever is the actual door handle prank. That shouldn't work. Like, you can't heat up that metal that hot and not burn the door down. So if anything,
and burn the knob off from the other side where the heat.
Exactly. So the door should have burnt down. They should have went in and killed the kid. Like everything. Like legitimately, when the police show up, they should ask, so how did you defend yourself from 2 big ass motherfuckers and you about 4'8"?
And one other theory, and one of the other the thing that kind of supports the theory of them being at least somewhat crooked. You didn't have any other extended family to go check on your child? Nobody you could call, hey, Kevin's by himself at home. Please go check on him. You didn't have you have a coworker. You go, hey, I think my son is home alone. Please go check on him, make sure he doesn't burn the house down.
You remember the police went by the house and he had the house pitch black, so they didn't know he was still there.
But I'm saying you ain't got no friends, and the thing is, they probably had like a hide key. Hey, in the back door, it's a rock. Pick it up. There's a key under it. Check on my son. Yeah, nobody. No, none of the kids had a friend that had the same school. I'm just saying. Kevin's dad was a mob.
Well, again, you have to think. None of the older kids gave a shit about him. He was the runt. They didn't give a shit about that little nigga. That nigga could have died. It would have been fine by them.
That's not true because when they saw him again, they gave him the biggest hug. They were scared for him.
Yeah, because
Thor was a little asshole too. Because
no way you gonna. And you want to know why they did? And you want to know why they did? Because the father, based on Kayos' theory, was a monster. He said, "You hug that little motherfucker, and if you don't, I'm gonna beat your ass when you get home."
Okay.
They have seen Mr. McAllister beat somebody in the driveway with a handgun. They've seen that. They're desensitized to that shit.
I don't have officially run Home Alone for me, so Kayos.
So thank you, La, for leading me in. So my favorite holiday film is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh my God, I knew he was gonna pick this shit.
I've said it before. I'm a child of the 80s and 90s. My father was a huge Chevy Chase fan, so I've seen every Chevy Chase film multiple times.
I'm so sorry for you.
Yeah, when you grow up and find out what a racist asshole he is, it does kind of sully watching Fletch Lives, thinking that he's probably calling them niggers in the back of his head as he's filming it. But
guaranteed,
probably
here we are.
Probably.
But I've always loved the National Lampoon's Vacation series. I even wasted my money and time to go see the reboot with Ed Helms from about 5 years ago because I was so excited that it was a continuation of the series. It's Rusty and Rusty's family. I grew up watching this, and that movie was shit. Vegas Vacation was shit. European Vacation was shit. So of the vacation movies, only 2 of them are good. But Christmas Vacation, it to me has the best cast because it has the best Audrey and Rusty with John Galecki and what is her name? She was in Natural Born.
I know who you're talking about.
She was in Ma. I just saw her the other day when I was watching that. But yeah, that's the best Audrey and Rusty. in my opinion, because they were close enough in age. Huh?
You thought Claire Danes?
No. Jesus. Tesla, look that up for me. Somebody's got
it. Like, I'm already doing it. I'm already there, bro.
Which one are we talking about?
Christmas Vacation. So I got my phone.
Oh shit! I got the whole Christmas list on my fucking computer.
Of course you do.
Somebody make a point of where we are to edit, so we're not dead air.
I don't have the time, so whoever has time.
We are
Juliet
14
Lewis,
minutes away from our transformation into superheroes.
Thank you.
So,
oh yeah.
Yeah. So they were close enough in age. It was young Johnny Galecki when he was actually, funny. Beverly D'Angelo did great. It was her best Helen. And I think it was really the best Clark that we had seen.
Randy Quaid in here. That's my God.
And it was where the apex of Cousin Eddie came in, to where he wasn't a overused character. I think his involvement in that movie was perfect, because you always have a family member during the holidays that you don't want to see that comes over.
So all of them?
Close. So that actually was spot on. The fact that Clark was just at his most absurd, to where he's sliding down taking a toboggan down a hill and drives it onto the freeway because he put too much wax on it. You got Julia Louis-Dreyfus in one of her early roles as one of the Sadiddy neighbors next door. I mean, you had a lot of great side plots in that film, to where even if it wasn't a Christmas film, it would be a great funny film, and it just happens to be a great Christmas film. It's one of the ones I can always put on and laugh at. So I mean, that to me is one of the best things I can enjoy, because I'm getting my Christmas movie on in December, and then I'm also laughing my ass off at classic Chevy Chase before I knew he was a racist. So that is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, The Preacher's Wife, and Fred Claus. Not bad. Not a bad one. All right, now to the really fun part, the arguing, as all family members do during the holidays. So what is a movie that you have either a controversial take on that is not a Christmas movie, or one that you want to defend? Because I know he will try to go long, and we're going to keep that cut short, we will go to JayTezla first.
Okay. A movie I consider a Christmas movie.
Either or people say this is a Christmas movie and you do not agree with that.
No. I think this is a Christmas movie, and I haven't had anyone that's disagreed with me yet, but I think you all might. I'm only saying this because La has taken this movie away from me multiple times this year.
Wow, she got all close to the screen for that shit.
It's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie. It has a Christmas album. It's set during Christmas, and parts of the movie do involve the holidays. So I don't want to hear that a Christmas movie.
Makes the fair point.
It's a Christmas movie.
I don't remember it as a Christmas movie. But
I don't ever remember that really factoring into it.
Yeah, I don't remember
anything specific.
There's the scene. There's literally the scene where where Miles has a unconscious Peter, which is still the funniest fucking scene in the whole movie, and they get smacked into a Frosty the Snowman. And throughout the movie is in the winter, it's snowing, and it's during Christmas time.
I actually have to go against that. Yeah, I agree with if there's a consensus that that's not a Christmas movie, I might be on that one, because it does not feel like a Christmas movie, and it doesn't factor into the actual
nothing at all. Nothing at all makes me like, okay, yeah. I will have to watch it again. I will have to watch it again.
Die Hard, other than the fact that it takes place during Christmas.
Die Hard is a part of the plot. The whole reason that they were able to pull off the plot
was a Christmas party,
because it was a Christmas party.
But technically,
and the fact that
Die Hard came out in July. Spider-Verse came out in December, 2 weeks before Christmas.
That does not
mean.
I'm just saying.
That does not make it a Christmas movie.
That is not a criteria.
I said no.
That has never been a criteria. Okay, if that's the case, then Armageddon shouldn't have came out in the summer because it came out in you can't really say that. The fact that the movie came out in July does not mean.
That's not even entirely the same thing that he said.
No, it's not.
I don't care.
Even close.
That is not part of it. That's you can't say because the film came out in July, it's not a Christmas movie when part of the actual plot revolves around Christmas.
So okay, so I have a question, and this is totally off the topic. It's kind of in the topic, but it's not in the topic. Is Coming to America a Christmas movie? Because they don't exactly say when it's based in, like what time it's based in. We know it's
Coming to America is a Christmas movie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's during Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, because he first sees Lisa at the Christmas party thing.
Yep, it's a Christmas movie.
That's the thing that is a fundamental part of the plot. If they don't have that Christmas party, then
I mean, when you go to his house,
Hakeem
he has a big ass fucking Christmas tree, and then they have the Christmas party at their house where they were the waiters. It's a Christmas party.
That's that's a good point.
Yeah.
I will mention I haven't seen the movie forever, and like I'm thinking, like, is that a Christmas movie? But okay.
Yeah, that one, and that is one that they actually show at Christmas too. I mean, that's one of the ones that doesn't get talked about enough because it's coming to America, so you think about other things. But yeah, a fundamental plot.
It's definitely below in terms of funny movies. It's not one of his top 3.
Name 3 other films that are funnier from Eddie
If we're just talking films.
From Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy, I would say Flubber.
Eddie Murphy? He was in
Eddie
Flubber?
Murphy?
He wasn't in Flubber.
No, I'm so sorry. No, I'm sorry. No, not Flubber.
I said that's Robin Williams. What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Somebody bookmark this because I'm using this for the real.
Dr. Dolittle, Vampire in Brooklyn.
I need timestamp. I need timestamps.
Yeah, fine. What timestamp is this, Tesla?
It would probably be about 30 minutes. I didn't have
someone write that down.
Yeah, so that way I can keep track of that one because that's going to be on the trailer. But Vampire in Brooklyn's not funny. Said before, Vampire in Brooklyn's not funny.
That's not it has some funny. It's got some ha moments in it, but that's not really a funny movie.
A top 3. You said Vampire in Brooklyn's.
You said his top 3.
In my list. Top 3. My list. At me. This is my list. You niggas have given ridiculous lists before.
Daddy Daycare is funnier than fucking Brooklyn's Vampire in Brooklyn.
Anyway,
fucking Pluto Nash. No.
That movie is just a laughing stock. That movie is just a laughing stock.
I will do that. Holy Man is funnier than fucking Vampire in Brooklyn.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I'll give you Holy Man. Okay, but no, Spider-Man is what I would consider a Christmas movie. I was gonna say Nightmare Before Christmas, but technically that is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
I can't has Christmas in the title.
In the title,
no,
he becomes
in the title.
He becomes Santa Claus.
You can't over Christmas. That is in the actual title.
I know niggas that will actually dispute that movie as a Christmas movie. I'm like, it's in
how?
The title. I don't know.
Christmas.
I don't know.
It's over Christmas. It literally ends. It literally ends right after Halloween. The movie begins right after Halloween.
I know. I agree with you. I have said this is a Christmas
That's
movie.
Like saying Fred Claus isn't about Santa Claus. It's in the title. Like, who says that? Who are your friends?
They're not very smart people.
You need new friends, and I hope they listen to this podcast.
I hope they do too. At me, because I want to have that discussion. I want to see what happened in your life to make you think that The Nightmare Before Christmas is not a Christmas film. Because I want to know what life choices you
pick. They try to quantify it as only being a Halloween movie, but not a Christmas movie. Like, it can't be both. I'm like, that's not how that works.
Not how it works. It's not any of that works. Okay.
Not how it works.
So that one. So you started us off with that one, so we know we can only go up from there. Black Girl Marvel. What is your controversial holiday movie pick?
I think Edward Scissorhands is a Christmas movie.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Edward Scissorhands.
You can have that.
I when I was looking this list up, because I'm like, I want to see if somebody's gonna say something really controversial. I'm like,
one of my favorite Johnny Depp movies. That is a Christmas movie.
I mean, it had the seasons roll through it.
But I mean, key parts of that film take place during Christmas time. They setting up a tree. They got the garland. I'm telling you, it's a Christmas movie.
I personally never thought of that as a Christmas movie until I really started researching this. I didn't know that there is a section of people that agree with that. I'm like, when I hear that, I'm not as not offended, but I'm not as taken aback as when he said Into the Spider-Verse. So I can get jiggy with that one. That's not as controversial. It's very minute, but it's not that controversial. I'm not mad at that. Zero.
I don't have one. I think that. To be honest, I don't. I couldn't think of anything. The only thing I could go to was Die Hard, and everyone knows Die Hard is.
And it's funny too. I love
Batman Returns.
and I'm not gonna say former. I love President Obama.
Batman Returns.
He says that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and I really thought about adding him on Twitter. Like, I love you. I would love to meet
Do
you.
not get us banned by the fucking former president of the United States.
You're known for getting banned by people, so
I'll do it. And he said that, and he said the Chicago style pizza is not as good as New York style pizza, and he's from Chicago.
I want you to understand something.
His reasoning for it says because it's compact. When you eat a Chicago style pizza, you got to sit there with a knife and a fork. You can't just be on the go with a Chicago style pizza.
Right, but here's the difference.
All you got to do is just hold that bitch up and just.
I am not going to disagree with the president on pizza. He can say Chicago style pizza is a fry, and I will still agree.
He also said that pineapple on a pizza. He also said pineapple on a pizza is disgusting.
Oh, impeach this nigga.
He got my respect back.
Right.
He got my respect back for that one. And he even said, he's like, I'm from Hawaii, and I don't think the pineapple should go on pizza.
Okay, yeah, he's right.
All right, I'm with you on that.
La's hurt. She's like, what do you mean?
I'm hurt.
What do you mean?
Hurt why?
Because I love pineapple on pizza.
Get the fuck out of here.
So
get out. No, you nasty motherfucker, you. Anyway.
That saucy with that savory and that sweet, you feel me?
It make the sauce nasty. It is just like that. The acidicness of it, it tears the cheese apart. It just makes it
like, okay,
our flavors that go together.
You know what? I'd be fine if it was like kind of warm pineapple on the pizza, but it's fucking always ice cold pineapple on this warm ass pizza. It's disgusting.
Think about it. The consistency of warm pineapple is nasty.
They never cold. They warm and they taste
delicious. They don't taste any better.
Yes, they do.
Nah, son.
I'm thinking about it now.
Nasty ass motherfucker. Anyway, what was the movie you picked?
I said Batman Returns.
Batman Returns.
It is.
It takes place on Christmas. It's Christmas time.
Now, granted, it came out in May, but it is a Christmas movie.
If we're trying to argue that.
Because I took my dad. I actually got tickets to take my dad to see that.
Who was the villain?
Question.
Penguin. That's the one where Batman killed everybody in that movie.
Is Wonder Woman 84 a Christmas movie? It comes out on Christmas.
No,
because that doesn't do with Christmas.
No,
unless there's some type of unless it's something plot wise for Christmas. No.
Okay, we gonna see.
Then by that standpoint, technically, isn't Shazam a Christmas movie too?
Shazam is that Thanksgiving
or
Christmas?
It takes place during the holidays.
It's Christmas.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Now, none of the Star Wars films are Christmas movies, but they all come out on Christmas Day.
How do we know? How do we know what Christmas is in the galaxy far, far away?
Mm-hmm.
They've done a Christmas special. They've done a Christmas special.
Well, they've actually done Christmas specials.
So I don't want to hear that.
You don't know how.
And you know it's close to Christmas every time we get a Mandalorian season finale.
That's gonna be a running trend that I'm fine with. I'm fine with that. All right, my controversial one, and I'm actually gonna make sure I let my cousin know about this because she's probably gonna have something to say about this. Elf, the Christmas movie, is not funny.
You said,
I totally agree.
Wait. Okay, so you said something. Wait, I thought we were arguing whether it was a Christmas movie or not. And then you do an audible and say this Christmas movie is not funny.
I said a holiday movie opinion, hot take.
Oh, okay, that's totally different. I can find one of those.
And it's not funny. I've watched it 3 times.
I can find one of those.
It's not funny.
No,
it's not funny.
This wasn't a
because he knew it ain't that mean to argue. So he like, we're just gonna say this shit was trash.
Yes.
So wait. You're saying a holiday themed topic that is controversial?
Yes.
That's the case. Soul Food is a horrible movie.
What?
Soul Food is a horrible movie.
You're not gonna find out anybody arguing that on this side.
The fuck you.
Them niggas was horrible. They were horrible people.
Right.
Horrible family members.
Soul Food is the ghettoest movie I've ever seen in my life.
You know what? I I'm gonna say this on here, and I'm gonna say this on here. I hate you uppity ass niggas. Y'all get on my fucking nerves. And you know
Big
what?
Mama should have cut some of that damn butter out, and she would have saved the
You know
damn
why
way.
you niggas get on my fucking nerve? And I hope this goes viral because you niggas be mad when someone puts a fucking mirror in your face, and y'all be acting like that's not somebody in y'all fucking family.
Nobody
y'all
asked for that though.
But it don't matter.
Wanted to see that.
White people
Nobody
do some of
asked
the
to see a
craziest
bunch
shit
of
in
black
their movies,
people
and that
doing
is no.
ignorant shit to each
It
other.
don't work that way. You can't always watch these white ass movies and don't see yourself in these white ass fucking movies. And then when a black movie come in there, then everybody get fucking sensitive. Yes, grandma put too much butter in her fucking shit.
Yeah.
We all know that.
If that's what I have to see, I'm good.
Well,
She got
that's
high
not
blood
my-
pressure.
okay,
I'm good.
I'm
I'm
not
good
talking
without
about
that
grandma.
representation.
So I guess
I
like
ain't talking about the grandma. I'm talking about the
That-
family
that-
that's
that- I
trash.
feel like that's my same problem why people don't like Medea. He built Medea based off people in his family. It's a real representation of some people. Those movies are famous and those plays are famous because obviously it was touching someone's heart. Someone felt a certain way about it.
Hold on.
But
But
after
then-
so
oh,
long,
I got him.
you have to. It's the same. It's the same.
Okay,
thing.
so it's
What
the same thing when you see
movie
a fucking
was that
superhero movie.
different
It's
from
the
the
same
other?
fucking thing.
Okay.
You're appealing to an audience.
And people were tired. Some people were tired of superhero
but-
movies.
Wait,
I can understand that.
Hold on.
I'm tired of seeing that exact same type of that mammy type character. Everybody is annoying or a character of themselves that looks like a white person would write them, but it's actually a black person that's writing them, which kind of makes it worse.
Okay.
I'm all right with that. I'm
That's
all right
not
with that.
true because
My
that's
issue
not
with
necessarily
Medea
true. You
movies
said it
is
looks like a
this.
white person writing them.
They're
First of all, we know that
caricatures.
Tyler
They're
Perry-
over exaggerated stereotypes in most cases.
That's not always maybe
Yeah,
Brown.
Other
maybe
than
Brown.
the main
is over the
good
top
black
a little
guy
bit.
lead, almost every other younger or of-age black guy is a drug dealer.
That is not true. How many
In
Tyler Perry
Medea
movies have
or
you
in,
watched?
what are you
The
talking about?
Medea series in every movie, other than the main
In
black
Medea
guy,
series?
which is
Are
either
you
Lance
serious?
Gross or
No,
somebody
I
else.
won't go that
A
far.
lot of
I won't go
drugs.
that far.
No,
with that.
that's
So
that's
okay,
over-
hold on.
that's-
Wait. So
That's a lie. That's a lie.
to separate Medea and Soul Food, let's get this clear. My issue with Medea,
Sorry,
Just
that
get this
just
out the
sounded
way.
funny.
Medea.
I'm sorry. That was good. That was good. That was good.
nobody
You
got
didn't
that.
plan that. That was good.
Separate Medea from Soul Food. That's hilarious.
That was good. That was
But-
good.
My
He didn't
issue
even know
with
he
the
made
Medea is the, in the
He did, he
movies
did.
is that it perpetrates it fucks how can I put this the right way? It over stereotypes black men in a fucked up way. That dark skinned men are the devil and white skinned men with no hairline
Oh
are
shit!
angels.
Here come that light skin issue.
But no, let
Here
me
come
finish.
it,
Let me
You
here-
finish.
had me
Let me
until
finish.
you said that.
Let me
part. I was
let
with
me
you.
finish.
It's
Let me
propaganda.
finish.
Here
Let
it
me
comes.
finish. Let me finish.
The
Let me
skin
finish.
color.
My
I'm like, all right.
issue-
I'm
my
with you,
issue with
Tesla.
Soul Food-
You fucked it up.
My issue with Soul Food is Soul Food. Everyone in that movie, short of the child, is trash. Everyone in that movie is a piece of shit.
Everyone has
You
problems.
can't go one place without starting a fight. Literally, that movie is literally just going from different places in the movie to start a fight.
And I've known
That
family
was the,
members
that
that
was
do
the
that.
original
Yeah,
Real
that's what-
Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh
I've
wow,
known
that's a
family
good
members
fucking
Y'all,
point. That
but
really
no,
is.
it's
Every
not. But
scene's a
y'all,
fight.
no, but y'all acting like none of that stuff was like real world.
Yeah.
None of us have been in. None of us
meaning
have been
for
in
white folks, we
homes
see all
where
this
people
shit.
go
It's not
from
white
room
to be
to
like, oh,
room and they argue. It's all the same thing. Like let's
Did
not
they
act
not
like
come
we
together at
haven't
the end of
seen
the
that before
fucking
in our
movie?
own lives.
Yeah,
Did they not come together?
after the following happened, after the house damn near burned down and somebody died.
I mean, you forgot Faye fucking someone's husband too.
Yeah, because that is. Hold on. Whoa. Here's why Soul Food is even more trash. They're literally arguing over a dead body. They literally shot a scene where they're arguing in the hospital over a dead fucking body.
I've seen that. I've seen that.
But people do that. People get
People
angry in the
argue-
moment. They
Yeah.
argue anywhere.
Yes, I've seen it at funeral
They
homes.
argue
I've seen it.
anywhere.
Tesla, I agree with you on that one. Soul Food's trash, man. And the TV show was boring as shit. I tried giving the TV show a
No,
watch. It was boring.
I'm not. Listen,
niggas
I'm
is
not
disrespectful.
defending the TV show. But the film though, Y'all wrong. That film, that's a solid
It's a
film.
solid ass film, and one
That's
of
a solid film.
one of the dopest fucking
Best
soundtracks.
soundtrack.
That's
Yeah,
not because
too.
of Babyface. Babyface made
The
everything.
movie's
Bro.
trash.
That's
But it's not trash.
Babyface could make any sound.
Y'all literally,
The Waiting to Exhale soundtrack was good because Babyface.
Y'all
did it, so that's
literally,
not really that much.
y'all literally talking about a movie that is like the same as any like dope boy film, just with a family, and y'all mad at it, but y'all okay with that, right?
No,
I'm not good with the dope boy films. I've seen them.
What
that's
I'm
what
saying
like, do
is-
something
I mean,
different.
because Boys in the Hood was like okay until Ricky died. Everybody got their life
no,
together, just like
no. Boys in the Hood is low key trash too.
Don't mention Ricky, man, because ain't no way you got a D1 scholarship and
And
your
you
ass
can't
can't
fucking
zig
zig
zag.
zag. You can't want to
D1 scholarship by
cannot
his
know
run
the
lied
a-
his
You
family.
didn't know the
You
route.
can't run a wide route.
Bullets ain't got
Seriously?
bullets ain't got no name on it.
Hey,
Yeah,
his
Bullets don't have no
40
name on it.
time must have been
Unless
shit.
I
I'm
put your
just
name on
saying.
it.
I'm pretty sure
His
he was
40,
dodging.
his 40 time would have been shit. He wouldn't.
I'm pretty
Ricky
sure-
wouldn't have made it to the NFL because he
I'm
wouldn't
pretty
have
sure
had
he was
nothing good at the
dodging.
college.
I'm pretty sure he was dodging people and not bullets in his training sessions. So
Ricky!
You're
forgive
running
him.
on
Nigga running
a
a
straight
straight line.
alley. You mean to tell me that's 10 feet? You can't zig and zag.
I love how y'all already know what y'all gonna do when somebody just start randomly shooting at y'all. I'm just
Yeah,
happy y'all.
That's
know.
survival mentality, man. If somebody has a
It's
gun, you don't
not.
run in a straight line.
It's not
But
though.
that's not your immediate thought. I guarantee
That is
you,
not
someone
your
starts
immediate
shooting,
thought.
your
That
immediate
is-
thought
that
is,
is-
let me zigzag. Your ass is going to
Either
beeline
you
to
gonna-
wherever you
gonna
fucking go.
beeline, or you gonna be so scared that it came out of nowhere, you gonna freeze because that's what happens to humans.
Or let
That nigga ain't freeze. He ran straight. Nah.
'Cause he was
saw
already-
the guy pull the gun out. No. And no.
And also,
No.
I'm sorry.
No.
That scene also has one big default in that scene. When he's running, he's at least 40 feet away from the guy. The guy's in
It's a
his
good
car
shotgun.
with a sawed-off shotgun. Last time I checked, sawed-off shotguns don't go past 20 feet in bullets.
You know what?
you
It
mean
took me
tell
until I was like
sawed-off
15 to
shotgun
16
can
before I
somehow
got
get
that.
that fucking far? Bullshit.
It did take me a while before I picked. I'm like,
You know
hey,
what?
that's a
You know
sawed-off
what? I'm
shotgun.
so-
That shit
If he had
different.
if he had a rifle with a sniper on that bitch and a scope and went pop,
I'm
cool,
so
gotcha.
sorry.
You're just a handgun.
I'm so sorry,
Just a
guys,
handgun.
that you live in a world where you can't suspend disbelief and just have a good time with a
it's a
film.
hood movie.
It's her.
Believable to be there.
Suspend disbelief.
Believable? No, because some people can tell you some stuff from the hood that you wouldn't believe. So
Yeah.
no.
She would know.
The hoods of Novi.
It's the levity, La. It's the levity. You got to give it. You got to give it the levity.
It's fine. It's fine.
But I mean, look, we're never gonna get over the fact that Soul Food had literally arguing over their fucking body, and nobody was like, maybe we should take this outside.
Nobody thinks like that when they're arguing. Literally, you should know. You argue with everybody.
When the emotions is high, you argue.
Nobody's thinking like clearly like, oh my God, no, we should leave this. People just argue. I saw my aunties argue in front of my grandparents and they was doing all kinds of stuff. And I was like, y'all don't want to take this outside? They didn't care. They was ready to punch their own mama in the face to finish this argument.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So yeah, y'all kill me with that. Y'all gotta stop that shit. Y'all get on my nerves with that shit. Y'all be acting like y'all too better than with the mirror that's being put in front of y'all face. This happens in black families.
Bars.
And then when we see the white families, we just look at them crazy. Yeah, because they doing some
I
white
look at
ass
both
shit.
of them crazy.
I know, but you don't say
that's
the white
not-
movie is trash. Y'all always shit on the
Yes,
black
I
movie.
do. Name
You
a
say
white.
white movie.
Then name one, because every time I mention a
name-
We
Fucking
don't
motherfucking
get that many
name a white film
opportunities
that
to
does
shine.
that, and I
And
call
when
it
we
trash.
do,
name
we
a
make
one.
ourselves look like the stereotypes they make us look like. That does not help us out. Higher Learning, great film.
Nothing.
Boys in the Hood did not really show us in a great light. It really showed us. It really didn't show us in a great light. So I can't be good at that one. Soul Food did not show us in that great of a light. White films do the same thing too, but if I'm not calling the black film out, what I would call the white film out,
I don't hear y'all calling the white films
If the
out.
white film does something,
I don't hear y'all calling the white films out.
Hold on. Name a white film that does that
Name a white
exact same
film.
trash, and I'll call them out.
No, he literally just asked y'all to
I'm
name
asking
movies
you a
and
question.
nobody has done it.
Y'all-
No, he been asked you that question. He was like,
Every
if
time we
y'all
had this
talk
fucking
about,
argument.
if y'all got white movies, he was like, well, tell me the white movies.
Family
But y'all was-
Stone. It's the white version of Soul Food. That movie's annoying as hell because they're all caricatures. One's
so
an
it's annoying,
alcoholic.
but it's not
one of
trash
them's
though.
good.
I'm noticing key words. You're not saying it's trash. You said it's annoying, so that's a big difference.
is trash.
Oh,
It's
no.
trash. It's
Now
the same
you're
exact,
saying it
it's
to
the
appease me.
same exact film 15 years later, but except you have white people
Now
instead of
I
black.
said
Now
it
you're
was.
saying it
I
to
said it
appease
was
me.
trash.
Exact
in the
same
story.
plot.
I
House
didn't
almost
say it was
burns down in
trash
that one
in
also.
it.
Yo, I love the family song though. So I don't know, that was a great film, man. That film had a lot in it. That was a great film.
What was the
I
film
only
that
watched
starred
the
Jennifer
correct. I only
Lawrence
watched the correct T.
and
Nelson.
Bradley Cooper?
Silver Linings
What?
Playbook.
The family in that is trash. That whole family is trash.
Horrible family. They do
Ain't they
nothing
like-
but feed.
but ain't they
They do
like-
nothing but feed into mental disease. They did not
But
help
ain't they
each
like-
other at all.
But people do that. It's a lot of people that don't that have
That's
fed into their
fine.
kids' mental
I'm
disease.
allowed to
Also-
not think that was
Also,
good. I didn't think that was good. They were bad people.
Also, technically, Silver Linings Playbook is a Christmas movie.
You said what?
I'm
Silver Linings
dead.
Playbook is a Christmas movie.
No. The
movie
majority of
did
the
you
film does not take place at Christmas.
But it
does
is
happen
on
at Christmas.
Christmas.
What movie are you talking about? I didn't
Silver
hear.
Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook.
I've
It is
never
not
seen
the majority of the film
You've
takes
never
place
seen
over
Silver
months
Linings
because it
Playbook?
starts with him
No, I
talking
haven't.
about the beginning of the movie starts in
Silver Linings
October because
Playbook.
the Eagles are just starting to play, and it ends right when the Eagles go to the playoffs. So that is an entire 2 months
And
that
the-
takes from fall.
But let me
So
ask
that
you a
is not
question.
Christmas
Let me ask you
movie.
Bradley
That's
Cooper
not
does
a
not
movie that
excite me
much.
as an actor. I'm sorry.
Who?
Bradley Cooper does not excite me as an actor.
I can see that.
He doesn't excite
I
me,
can see
and Jennifer Lawrence being in, and this is like no name Jennifer, like before she got popular, like before she was popping.
That's the movie that got her.
Yeah,
her
so
Oscar.
that does nothing.
So
for
De
me.
Niro.
It was a good.
They didn't.
I liked
They
it.
really
That was a
didn't
good
tell
movie.
you De Niro was in it. I mean, he might have been a splash in
they
a
didn't.
commercial. He might have been splashed in a commercial, but they was showing like Bradley Cooper. That's who was in it. Hell, you saw Chris Tucker more than you saw fucking De Niro in the commercial.
How about the fact that 2 of his movies have
Silver Line
resurrected the
Playbook.
acting careers of 2 black comedians, Chris Tucker and Dave Chappelle?
Whatever, it don't excite me. I'm saying.
I think that would be his best film.
Who Bradley Cooper?
I think that's his best
So
film.
so we thinking white men for helping black folks when they should
Oh
just
my
do
God,
it.
you're really going that route?
I mean that's what he sounded
I
like.
mean,
he
I
said.
don't think he ever left that route. Actually, I don't think he ever left that route.
I
He's
think
been
that's
sitting there for a while.
Bradley Cooper's best film.
I
I
think.
think that'll be his best film.
I mean, I never seen it to say what his best film was. But I liked him in the A Star Is Born. I liked him in that.
Wait, okay.
I'm like watching that bullshit.
Can we rewind?
I
How did we get to this point again?
I haven't seen the movie.
What did Kayos say?
I liked it with him. I thought he
Said
did
that
good work.
the Silver Line Playbook revitalized.
No. But before that. Rewind. How did we get to soul food and all that other shit?
Say
I
it
don't
for
know.
us, because we don't know.
Oh, Elf is not funny.
Oh,
that came from Elf. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, Elf isn't funny.
Elf is not funny, and I'm actually starting to retroactively kind of get a little tired of Will Ferrell.
I've
I
been
don't think
tired
he's
of
funny
Will
at
Ferrell.
all. I don't
I've
think he's
been
funny.
tired of
He's
Will
not
Ferrell.
funny.
He has moments.
Okay,
He's not. He's
Kyle.
not super funny to me.
Kyle, Chaos. What have I been saying about Will Ferrell? Please. What have I been saying? Don't like the guy. Don't care.
I don't agree with you
He's
totally,
very,
but
he's very
I
one note.
I'm starting to get it.
He's
I'm
one
starting
note
to
funny.
see
He's
what other
one
people
note
say
funny.
about him.
That's it.
He's one note
He has
funny.
one line.
I'm
He's
starting to
one
get
note
it. I love
funny.
Anchorman.
I'm gonna
Love
tell you somebody else. I
Anchorman.
don't find. I don't
love
tell you somebody else.
Step
I don't
Brothers.
find funny no more.
I love Talladega Nights, but I'm
Kevin Hart.
starting to understand. I'm getting it.
I don't find Kevin Hart funny anymore. I feel like
Kevin
he's
Hart
more-
stand up or Kevin Hart
and
movies?
that's actually what started it with me because the movie they
Movies, okay.
were in together. I hated that film. I wasted
Yeah,
my
movies-
money on it.
And
Movies-
maybe
movies he
because
isn't funny.
my
Stand
wife
up
just
is
made a
hilarious.
point. He's not funny. Kevin Hart is not funny in white films, but he's funny in black films. So it might be one of the. I don't necessarily like.
No, because they want that.
Yeah.
No, that's because they want that Kevin Hart that we're tired of, right?
Yeah.
They want the Kevin Hart that black people are tired. They want that loud, screechy, I'm a little man, but I'm a big man type of energy. And we're like, okay, we're done. We're done with that.
Yeah,
We don't
yes,
want
please.
that anymore.
I've never seen Ride Along
Yeah, that's
2.
fine.
I've never seen Ride Along 2, and I only saw half of the first one because it wasn't funny to me. I pieced out halfway through the first one.
So
I'm like, I see where this
it's
is going.
It's 15 minutes past midnight. Has anyone thought anything different?
My testicles started itching.
I hate
don't
you
know if
all
that means
more
anything.
now.
So we know that
Yeah, that's cool.
Chaos is gonna be a Sith.
I'm fine with that. And the thing is, the Sith have their emotions and they use them, so I'm not mad at that.
We kind of
the Jedi reprise their emotions.
Yeah, so we've kind of covered the two topics that we plan on covering. Can we talk Mando? Please.
They're the same size.
I can't hear you.
Four Brothers is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Takes place
entirely
during Christmas.
Okay.
I agree.
Probably one of the best Christmas action movies.
Man.
Listen, that's Mark Wahlberg.
You wouldn't go that far. I think it's a very good film. I mean, granted, I'm named after Victor Sweets. It's here. It takes place here in Detroit, and it was actually shot in Detroit, which I actually appreciate. I hate when the film is in Detroit, but they're not in Detroit.
They show the fucking skyline, and that's it.
Yeah, and they be in. No. 9 out of 10, they be in Ann Arbor. They be in Ann Arbor. They don't be in Detroit.
Not even that, man. It's one movie that always pisses me off. It's called The Man. Samuel L. Jackson. It's called The Man with Samuel L. Jackson and Eugene Levy. It is supposed to be here in Detroit. It is not in Detroit. They're shooting in San Francisco. Like, I can see the trolley tracks on the ground where they're downtown. And I'm like, this ain't fucking Detroit. And they're like, yeah, meet them on First and something this year. I'm like, you couldn't have used Google Maps to just come up with 2 names of real Detroit streets? Like, you shouldn't even, there was no point in calling the movie Detroit.
They could not.
No. That's why I like Alex Cross. That's why I always have a soft spot in my heart for that movie.
Alex Cross.
Side note, I was an
That's a low key good movie.
Alex Cross.
We know you.
Yeah, we know. We know. Lie. You were
that
extra in the movie.
Hot. Yes.
Yo, when his wife died, man, that shit hurt me. His wife died.
The only thing that ruined it is when he's talking. You for a half a section, you hear the Medea inflection come out in his voice. In the movie theater I was in, everybody busted out laughing because he's like, and I can't. And you hear that little Medea in his voice. I'm like, oh,
he can't hold it back. So okay. I said now that's a movie I'll defend. And Chris, but I'll defend Alex Cross. That movie was hot. Like Tyler did his thing in that. So I said it once. I'm gonna say it one more time. Can we talk Mando, please?
We'll do a whole show for that.
This is the last one for the year.
Let's just do a half-hour show for that.
Okay, but this is the last one for the year, so we're just gonna let it sit. How much time we got left?
Cutting this out. Or we got this episode
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, you said 30 minutes, so that's 20 minutes shouldn't be too bad. And it's just us. Lie, I think she might have saw it or not, but we can talk about it.
Yeah, she's seen it.
Coconut cream would be fun. Yeah, the whipped cream would be fun.
I want you to realize you're still on mic, and the items you're just saying. Are you?
So what? So what? My wife was making a cup of coffee. She asked me if I wanted one, and she asked me what I wanted on top of it.
In your coffee?
You ain't never had whipped cream in your coffee?
Oh my god!
That's like going to Starbucks. They put whipped cream on your coffee.
Nigga, you weird.
Okay.
Look, to each their own cup of coffee. I don't drink it, so I don't know. Look, fine, whatever. Anyway, Mando.
What is his real name?
All right, so Din Djarin. It's 2 D's. It's 2 D's back there. That's what makes it so hard to say. When you look at it, it's hard to say. Din Djarin. Shouts out to Pedro Pascal, man. My man's has been a working actor for like 20 years. Like I actually looked him up, and I don't know if he's the only person that's ever done this, but he might be. He's been on every single Law and Order show. He has had an episode on regular Law and Order, SVU, Criminal Intent, and the one where they were out in LA.
Love that. That's cool.
He's been on every single Law and Order. So I'm like,
keep me on that train. They got a new Law and Order coming out. Like put me on Christopher Meloni show so I can get that.
The one with Stabler's coming out next year. If he pops up in an episode of that, I'm just gonna say they need to do that. Like just keep that train rolling. Yep.
I'm gonna have to apologize to Zero.
Stargirl, and not Stargirl. Fucking what is it? Shark Boy and Lava Girl. That's coming out.
It ain't the real Lava Boy. I mean,
I know it's not, but that's coming out, and he's a part of that movie. He's a part of that. But he's moving.
So I have
the best part of the Equalizer too, because I love that movie wasn't
Man,
that
let
great.
this
watch that
man-
I've never seen that movie yet.
That was so good. Oh my god.
I gotta watch that.
You better. Oh, we can watch it together. I have it.
All
So,
right, that's what's up.
I have
That's
to
what's up.
apologize to Zero for something.
Yeah, make sure we have this recording. It
exactly.
doesn't stop, right?
Hold on. I'm screaming.
It's still recording.
I watched the entire episode.
Uh-huh.
Like, this episode is fucking amazing.
Which
Saw
episode
who
for
directed it.
everybody that's listening?
You talking about the final episode?
Yeah, and I saw it said Peyton Reed, and I'm like, why the name so familiar? I was like, that's the Ant-Man the Wasp director.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
So-
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
I went back and watched Ant-Man the Wasp, and I was like, fuck.
Motherfucking number 9.
No. Don't do that. Don't be a prisoner of the moment.
That's a good film, isn't it?
Don't be a prisoner of the moment. Don't do that.
He's not a prisoner of the moment. I've been telling you this shit all year.
Hey, Tez, that's a good film, isn't it?
It's not number 9, but
not.
It's pretty good. I will give it that.
Better than the first one.
But that's the thing. He directed both of them. So I'm like,
I mean, it was. I think it was a better film than the first. The first one was very formulaic.
Okay.
The first one was very formulaic.
I will say this.
Gary, we got some on your nose. You got some booger sugar on your nose, buddy.
It's
Not
good.
booger sugar.
I haven't got to the coffee yet. It's all the cream.
He broke
Here it's like, well, you didn't tell me.
You're on camera, sir.
Those monster fingers. Those monster fingers.
This season,
I will say this about that show. If they give Peyton Reed half the budget they put into this episode for the next Ant-Man movie, holy fuck.
I feel like they are though.
But it's more, that was more practical effects though.
Not that last scene, no.
Like,
probably not the last scene, but the most of everything else was practical effects.
That's one thing I love about them. They build as much as they can. They can physically build. Like that. That's where Jon Favreau's a great director. He's a great director, but I love the way he makes films because if it's practical and we can make it, let's make it. You know, I mean, hell, Iron Man came out in 2008 and it's still up right now. You know that, and they use practical and CGI in certain spots. Like I didn't know the Mark I armor in Iron Man is almost all CGI.
That with the whipped cream is great.
Like that's actually all CGI. I thought there was a lot of practical involved in which it really wasn't that much. But
I will say this:
I give it to him, man.
The scene it's a long shot. The scene where you have Carla Dune, Finnick, Bo-Katan, and Sasha Banks. I'm not gonna call her actual Mandalorian name in that show. When they do that long shot of all them just wrecking shop and getting to the actual room,
it was funny. It was like, "Do you want some help?" She was so mad her gun jammed.
No, not even that. I was like, "Can I just get a show with just them four together?"
You probably gonna get another episode.
I will say this though.
But I find it funny that they removed the other Mando guy to make that scene possible.
Where was he the whole time?
They never said where he was. So that was weird.
To do that shot.
No, like the whole time, like when Boba
when they met him at the
Mando
bar,
rode up to him. It was just them in the bar. Like he was nowhere to be seen.
Was he on the other ship?
Yeah, Mando didn't even ask. Like Mando didn't even ask. No, he wasn't with Boba. Like Mando didn't ask, like, "Where's your friend at?" He just came straight up. Was talking about.
You don't give a fuck.
Not even the last episode. The last like 3 episodes. If you want to just watch that as one saga of a film, like as a film altogether, that would be an amazing film because you have so much character development, man. Like I think I've said it before when we talked about this a while. I said I don't think they should ever take his helmet off. You know, I mean that's one of his parts of his character. But in the episode before that,
when he
takes his helmet off.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna take his helmet off when Bill Burr was talking to him.
And it wasn't like made up, like it didn't do anything like big, like leading up to it. It was like, fuck it. And he takes it off.
Because he didn't have a choice.
I was like, oh shit. Like
I enjoyed that. That shows you
it was amazing.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
That shows you his bond with Grogu that he did that.
I'm not gonna hold you up. Until he took his mask on until the second and last episode, I still didn't want to believe that was him, and I didn't want to believe that was his voice.
That's so
I didn't know because I've heard him. He's like
really good at
accent
voice, though. He's really good at changing his voice.
Yeah, so I didn't want to believe it was his voice. until he took his mask off and he was talking.
So I want to go over a text I got from Kayos on Friday when the show premiered, and the text said the following: Sasha Banks just tornado DDT'd Boba fucking Fett. This show is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yep, she sure did.
Yeah.
I was like, look at that wrestling. I was like, look at that wrestling.
That shit was because I'm like, y'all knew what the hell you did. That ain't no normal fighting move. Y'all did that shit just because she's a WWE superstar.
She had to be losing her shit watching that.
They all do that. Any WWF at the time /E, whenever they decide to like put somebody in the movie, you always see them do like a signature move there.
What movie was it? The Rock did the Rock Bottom?
Yes, I can't remember.
The Rundown. The Rundown.
Yes, that's right.
I love how the camera goes with the guy.
The first movie.
When the camera goes with him as he takes
He's done that. He's done that
okay?
so many movies. He's done that so
but
many
like
movies.
the fact, like, and then the Mando versus Moff Gideon scene. I thought, Moff's got this in the bag because we never seen Mando train with a sword like weapon, and then he just
got to
unless you see Pedro Pascal on Game of Thrones, which he actually used that same weapon on Game of Thrones.
But my thing
they
is,
said
my thing for that though is if you got, because he was like, it was very much brute force. It wasn't like it was a lot of training going into that fight. That fight didn't seem like somebody that's wise with a sword against somebody that's not. And Mando got armor that's like
he was using it like a saber. He was using like a deadly object. That was all he was using it as.
So that fight to me wasn't like something extraordinary. I had a feeling Mando was going to win.
But we knew what was going to happen in that fight anyway, to some extent, because when they first met up with Bo-Katan, she said the only thing that the saber doesn't cut through is through that metal.
And I love how they brought the spear back from the Ahsoka episode. Like once she gave him like, oh, that's how he's gonna be Moff. He's gonna use that against Moff to fight him.
I love it when Moff Gideon blows up the Razor Crest, and he goes back to the wreckage. He's only looking for two things. He's looking for the knob for Grogu, and he's looking for that spear. And I forgot about the spear until he turned around and grabbed it. And I'm like, there's a reason that you've had this on 2 episodes. That's going to come back into play. But I love that scene with Moff Gideon from beginning to end, because the second the door opens, you don't know what you're going to see. The second the door opens, you see Grogu in the little handcuffs, which are so adorable. And you see Moff Gideon with the Darksaber right over his head. And you're like, okay, this shit just got real.
But can we just talk about how Grogu was wrecking those dudes in the room?
Oh,
and
God.
He was by himself. He was just wrecking them dudes. He was just wrecking the stormtroopers. I was dying. That was hilarious.
So I love everything Giancarlo Esposito has done with this role, because at no point in any time that you've seen him, especially in season 2, did you ever believe he was out of control of the situation.
No.
Nope.
Like when the door opens up and Mando's right there, you know, no matter what happens, he's gonna outsmart him.
No, see, I knew the moment they all went to when they all went to the front looking for him and he wasn't there, I was like, yo, he in the cell with Grogu. Like I knew right then and there that he was in the cell with him. But can I just say,
and then at the end, how he gets beaten.
Excuse me, sir, a woman is speaking.
As a fan of the last 3 films, as I am a fan of those 3, I am a fan of the last 3
I haven't seen the last one.
I really, really appreciate it. Actually, watching those 4 women during that scene, like during their like one-shot scene, like all to the door,
is
whatever,
it better than
made me get very mad at the last trilogy. I was like, they do women in this show so well. I was like, oh, it just made me, I had to like bite my tongue.
And the fact that 2 of those movies were done by J.J. Abrams, who actually does write women very well too.
He does.
And I sent this to the chat, and it's kind of dope that someone pointed this out on TikTok, that the scene in Rise of Skywalker where Luke is training with Leia, and he pauses to see what the fuck, like see if Leia can send something. That could be Grogu calling out to the Force and Luke going to go get him, because he's around the same age when when we see Grogu
during this time in Mandalorian.
When you showed me that really just had a light bulb go off, man. I'm like, damn,
that
actually makes that scene a lot better.
But
Huh? What'd you
When
say,
Luke
Zero?
came in and started wrecking shop for
Zero,
like
what'd
a
you say?
hot second,
No.
I didn't think that was Luke. I thought it was Ahsoka. I thought Ahsoka showed up and was
Nah.
gonna wreck shop, and that would have
The
brought Ahsoka
second
back.
they said the second they said X-wing,
Yeah.
I'm like,
For me,
oh no.
for me, the moment they said X-wing and then I saw it, I immediately thought
That
about Luke, but I
scene-
also thought about Rise of Skywalker when we saw his X-wing like in the pit or whatever, or like in that in the water or whatever. It just connected so quick with me. I was like, yo, that's not gonna
that
be Luke.
shot was beautiful
I like that's not gonna be
because
Luke.
I love how they say it before. They say it's only one X-wing, and then bam, you see it come into frame, and then they just do that tracking shot. They follow from outside to the camera.
But also you knew it was gonna be something big too because Cardoon, her character, she was like, oh, what's one X-wing gonna do? And I was like, that's Luke, bro. Like they're not gonna play this game.
And
I'll be honest.
And you
that feeling
when
I saw that X-wing. That honestly
for
made
the
me
first
feel
time
like
in the
Endgame.
series.
That was like Endgame.
For the first time in the entire series, you saw Moff Gideon go from completely calm because at that point,
his face was
even getting Grogu. He knows for a fact either Bo-Katan or Mando are gonna die in that scene. One or two are gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
He goes from calm to losing his shit the second they say the word Jedi. He's like, oh fuck.
I love it. I love everything they do with that show because like even Grogu like looking at the camera all slow and putting his hand on it. I'm like, this is getting me all in my feels.
Do it one more time.
Like,
we'll do it one more time.
No.
So the question I have is, at the post credit scene shows
this is the face of a this is the face of a man that knows he's fucked.
That right there is the
I made point to take a picture of that because I'm like,
that's going to be the cover of
that's the cover. That's the cover of the
podcast. So the question I have
that is the face of a man that knows he is in deep shit right
now. So the question I have for everyone is this. When they said the Book of Boba is coming in December of next year, is that Mando season 3?
No,
it's totally separate.
No,
it's totally separate.
It's gonna be a whole separate show.
Because I feel like the pilot. She did a little bit. She was like, but I think at the end when you see him, also shout out to Kayos for telling me to keep going on the show. He was like, watch past the credits.
I started fast forwarding and I saw something there. And I was like, okay.
I'm like, wait, there's like 5 minutes left here. There's something right there.
I was like, what is this? So I was like, oh, okay. So watching that, to me, that was like a backdoor pilot image a little bit. Like just to like set the room up because now you want to know like what happened, where did he go? Like why is she like now I want to know how he saved her. Let me see that happen. Let me see their journey up until this point. It just had me asking all these questions. I think that was like a backdoor pilot to their own.
Legit.
And then they didn't oversaturate him in the show neither. They didn't oversaturate him in the show.
She's the one that takes everybody out, and Boba just walks in.
Yep.
Like she clears him out for Boba. Like that just shows how badass she is on her own.
Because she got a dead shot.
Just can't stop being the
car. Go take care of that.
So here's something that I want to bring up.
Stop being the cavalry.
Star Wars doesn't have a film dropping next year. What if that's the film?
It's not.
It's not.
I wouldn't
it's
be.
Not.
I do.
It's a show. They confirmed it as a show.
I'm gonna say that because of this. Kevin Feige has said for Marvel wise, that Falcon Winter Soldier is being shot as a movie. It's not being shot as a TV show. So you could do almost the exact same thing with Boba. You could do it to where Boba or like Mando season 3 comes out maybe mid or like beginning of end of October. And before the second last episode of Mando for that season, you drop Book of Boba Fett before the season finale drops.
Nah, keep it as a series because Boba, we know who he is, obviously. But there are people who are not that familiar with him. There are people whose first introduction into, and not to sound pedantic, the Mandalore is this show.
And with that note, we're gonna wrap up.
So this is actually a good point to end it. I'll do it. Thank you, because I'm the host today. Everybody can give out their social media. Black Girl Marvel, where can people find you at?
I know, right? Says, sorry. Everybody can find me on all platforms. YouTube. So what is it? TikTok, FB, Instagram, Black Girl Marvel.
JayTezla, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at JayTezla, on Facebook at JayTezla, on Instagram at JayTezla, on Twitch. If you were listening, well, technically you'd be listening to this on Wednesday. So there'll be 2 tapes coming out this week. There'll be the Tesla's Twitch tape coming out on 21st of December. I know it's a hard tongue twister. It's a hard tongue twister for a word. And then there's also Lo-Fi Christmas coming out on Christmas Day. That's a Lo-Fi tape that's coming out. Both will be on Twitch as a presentation, and then drop on my JayTezla.bandcamp as well.
What is it again? Tesla's
Twitch tape.
I'm not.
Tesla's Twitch tape. Yeah,
Man.
when I wrote it, I'm like, that's gonna fuck niggas up.
I know I'm gonna fuck it up.
Kayos, you tired, right? You tired after trying to say that, right? You a little weak, right?
That's why I'm saying T3.
I'm not even. I know I'm gonna fuck it up.
T3.
I know I'm fucking up.
T3. And you can find me.
The new
_bearded monster.
Yes.
That's still a work in process. My wife says she likes the red-faced monster better, so I'm probably going back to that. So you can find me.
You got
probably.
Yeah. Just most right at about the time you guys listen to this, it'll be changed. So
you guys will just have it.
I was trying new things, guys. I was trying.
You might try and call it. I would make it RFM.
I hope y'all cannot hear it.
So that's why you said when I said the chat the other day, hey, you need to change your name. Don't worry about them. That might be getting changed.
Yeah. So y'all can find me at the Red Faced Monster on Instagram as well as Twitter, or you can find me at Blacklist Gamers. You can find me on Facebook at the Wakinda Nerdcast.
Kind of black nerdcast is this. So he is the Tahir of the group.
We are killing this outro.
I know, and people just talking over me. I mean, it's so rude. What kind of black nerdcast is this? The page, the business page, or the fan page itself? The Blacklist Gamer page, and that's pretty much it. When I'm soliciting, we cannot forget. Oh, never mind. You'll do it. You're hosting. I don't have to say anything.
You can find me at Team Kayos, Kayos, on Instagram, Twitter. All right, I'll try to tweet more in 2021, but no promises. And YouTube with YouTube content. I know YouTube content coming out in January of 2021, if we can ever make it there. You can find me on Facebook, Kyle J. Campbell, and you can find me as the rest of these jokers in the Wakinda Black Nerdcast is this pages on Facebook.
And we can't forget about our last co-host. Is she black or Asian? She is not here.
Big Lou, we love you. We hope to see you and talk to you probably in the next couple minutes in the group chat. Is she black or Asian? You can find her on Instagram, and she is a great makeup artist, so really go and check out her content. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Happy Christmas, everyone.
I was about to say.
Hopefully we all have superpowers when y'all listen to this.
Happy Christmas and Merry New Year.
It's after 12:30, so probably not. But who knows?
Hold on.
Might be some marinating.
No, I probably should.
That's the clip. That right there is the clip.
Nope. We got the one. I got the one I'm using for you. I try to pick somebody each week because I watch the show repeatedly. So I try to pick somebody each week. Oh, I'm gonna get Tesla.
Take it away, Kayos.
What's that?
It's
a battering?
No, it's a Hobgoblin coaster.
Oh, that's cool. All right.
Well, we thank you all for joining us for this holiday discussion. We hope you are having a great, safe, and Merry New Year, and we hope to talk to you and hear us next year. Thank you for joining us. I love everybody that's been on the show with me. Everybody, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and a Festivus to everybody.
This is the way.
I spoke. Peace.